Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame reading today. And so today I'm really excited because I'm going to be using a brand new deck. This deck is called Heaven and Earth Oracle Messages. I received this deck from a gal named Amber Barth, and she has an Etsy shop. So I will go ahead and put all of her information in the description box below. Not only does she create this beautiful oracle deck, but she also does portraits. And what I mean by that is she'll take your existing portrait of either yourself, anything in your life, I suppose, or an animal, baby perhaps, and just create a beautiful mystical scene. So you guys will see all of her artwork that is on these cards that she has put together. I'm just really excited about this deck. I get a lot of decks, and for some reason, this particular one just really spoke to me. I received it on Saturday, and so when I received it, I had a real good time playing with these cards. So I've been literally playing with them all weekend long, and got some very, very beautiful messages. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. But first, what I want to do before we even get started and open things up, we're going to be using these beautiful sprays from my friend Amanda Ellis from the UK. She creates these beautiful archangel sprays. We have Archangel Michael that's going to represent the masculine energy. So we're just going to spray it up in here. And we also have the Mary Magdalene Divine Feminine spray. So just spray these up and raises the vibration of the room, brings those archangels and ascended masters in. And if you guys are interested in getting those, she has an entire line of sprays. I'll also put her information in the description box below. But here we have this beautiful oracle deck. It comes in this really nice pouch. It's a really good quality pouch. So that's a really awesome thing that Amber decided to really not chintz out on. The ones that I use are organza, so they're not quite as nice as this. So that was definitely a beautiful touch. And it came beautifully packaged too. So these cards, I'm actually not sure how many are in here. I think it's at least 50 something. But these cards are just stunningly beautiful. I mean, look at the beautiful scenes. Not only do we have really nice colors, so it's beautiful, but we just have such amazing scenes in there. I mean, the colors are vibrant, they pop out. I love this deck because it has the key, like the name of the card, and then we have keywords. So you can literally use the deck just like this. Now, what I really like about this deck is that she has included the meaning of the card on the back. And it's really cool because you don't have to break out a booklet and look into that booklet and look up the meaning of the card. It's all right here. You don't even have to use the cards by reading the back unless you wanted to. You could literally just use them like this. Now, it doesn't bother me at all that all the backs of the cards are different. And even if I fan them out, it's not like I can read them and see, oh, I don't want to pick this card because I know what it is. To me, that's not distracting at all. And a lot of readers will just go ahead and shuffle anyways, and whatever card pops out is the card that's going to pop out. This card stock on this is excellent. It's really, really nice and thick, but it's not thick or too thick to where you can't shuffle them. Some decks I've gotten, it's like, yeah, it's great and sturdy, but it's very hard to shuffle. And this deck is really perfect for shuffling. So we're going to go ahead and just start shuffling right now. But yeah, good job, Amber. I'm very excited about this. Like I said, I will put the link in the description box below if you guys want to order this deck. I believe this deck is $60, and it's definitely worth it. It really, really is. So this is beautiful. There's a lot of nature in this deck too. So what I'm going to do is, because I like to combine oracles with tarot, I'm going to go ahead and use the Animal Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spread these like this, and they spread just so easily. Animal cards, or Animal Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. I thought it would be a good match because there's all these nature scenes. Nature scenes, very vibrant colors as well. So I thought it would be good. See how this card stock on this one is a little on the thick side, which I do like thick cards, but it's not as easy to shuffle. So this one, Amber, is just right. Just right. Okay. So let's just spread these out. All right, you guys. So let's get started. So this first message is going to be your twin flame. Whether or not you're a masculine or feminine watching it, it doesn't matter. This is your twin flame's energy. Take it as it resonates. So what is their current energy coming into this reading at this moment? We have the Eight of Winter, which is the Eight of Swords. This is the bunting. So it says, it is so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you a greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. So your twin flame right now could be trapped in the constraints of their own mind, as in, Winter is the suit of swords. And so this is an indication here that somebody is trapped in the confinements of their own mind. It doesn't mean that they're not going through a hard time. It doesn't mean that what they're going through isn't necessarily reality, but they're making things out worse than they really need to be. So it's their own thinking that they're so trapped when really they're not. That little bird there is in an open cage and can leave that cage at any time. So let's go ahead and get an additional oracle message. We have the raven. Beautiful. It says mystery and it says Kiyoka, and I don't know exactly what that means, but we're going to find out. And we have shadow. And that's the cool thing, is that Amber has gone into extensive detail about what that means. And so, like I said, you guys don't have to use this deck by reading the backs, but if you want additional information, we can grab it. So it says, Brother Raven is the keeper of secret knowledge, and Hioka, sorry, it's not Kiyoka, it's Hioka with an H. It says, Raven cloaks the esoteric mysteries behind its ebony feathers, which is why people see Raven as a creature of darkness, but behind those black eyes is pure light, the sacred fire of awakening. Raven comes when you are ready to receive the sacred fire, unveiling the great arcanum within you, or arcanum. When you awaken, you are like Brother Raven, alive in the land of the dead, which makes you highly misunderstood. Some may think you are crazy, or even think you went to the dark side, because the knowledge alive in your cells is far beyond their current understanding of life and themselves. It says, though be like a cackling raven, crazy with the joy of enlightenment. Brother Raven knows who he is, so others' perception of him really doesn't matter. He teaches us through humor, doing things backward, to reveal how our belief systems are silly and rigid. So just even before finishing this card, it's like I'm already getting the message here with what Amber is saying. And that is talking about how the raven is about our darkness. The raven is almost like the riddle, the mystery of life, the things that we don't understand, the things that we feel like the illusion of being trapped. And that's really what the message that I'm getting here. So this Brother Raven right now is with your twin flame. So the energy is with the twin flame right now, really trying to get them to see things from a different perspective, trying to see things, just through the darkness, seeing the light, if that makes sense. And that's why this beautiful raven is holding on to that sun. So of course, ravens are associated with darkness, with, omens and things like that. But this is definitely this energy here where there is a message of light. There's light at the end of the tunnel here. So I just feel like maybe your twin flame right now is just in that dark night of the soul. They're in their shadow sides. They're just very afraid. They're feeling very trapped right now. And that's just where things are at for them. So if you're finding that your twin flame is not communicating with you, or they are not able to break free from a certain cycle or a situation, whether it's a behavior or maybe they're in another connection right now, that is why, because Brother Raven is with them right now, trying to make sense of the darkness, trying to lead the way out of darkness. That's what I'm getting from this message here today. So that's what's going on with your twin flame. So why don't we go ahead and see what is your energy coming into this reading? What energy are you holding on to? What energy is affecting you? Maybe it's affecting you, your environment, as well as your twin flame connection. Interesting, we have you guys both in the number of 8. It says Eight of Autumn, which is Eight of Pentacles energy, Parrot. So this is talking about it's the perfect time to learn all that you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. That's amazing. This is a very positive card. This is an indication here that maybe you are working really hard at this present time. You're just really focused on your own stuff. You're not even really too focused perhaps maybe on your twin flame connection. You just realize that maybe your twin flame is just going through something right now and they've got to get themselves out of this darkness. Yes, you may be praying for them. You may be sending them love and light, but overall you are continuing to do your own thing and concentrating on yourself, which is the best way to do things anyways. So we have the law of attraction that's showing up for you. What you're putting your energy into or what you're focusing on is what you are attracting back to you. So let's go ahead and get an oracle message with this. Wow, we have closer than you think. So immediately when I touch this card, what I'm getting is things are closer than you think. Things are more attainable than you think that they are. Your dedication and your hard work is bringing you closer to your goal. The keywords on this card say path, keep going, and surprise. So this just means here that you are working hard right now. And so it's Spirit's way of saying continue to move forward, keep going, have faith, and a surprise awaits you. So let's read the back. It says, it's often the times we are ready to give up and lose hope that we are seeking, or what we are seeking is right around the corner. It says we can only endure pain or disappointment for so long until our heart gets filled with doubt. It says, though the times we feel the heaviest, like we can't take any more, are often just times of emotional purging and followed by a period of healing, grace, peace, positive change, rewards, and feeling lighter. What is it you are passionately seeking? Whether it be inner or outer wealth, this card is a sign to not lose hope and keep moving forward in the direction of your dreams. That which you have been seeking is closer than you think. So keep up the hard work, you guys. Keep dedicated to your particular goal. Whatever it is that you're working on right now is going to manifest in a positive way. You're going to be happily surprised. Things are coming to fruition, quicker than you realize or even think right now. So keep the faith, keep working hard, keep moving forward. Don't stop. That is the energy of you watching this video. That is awesome. A lot different than what's going on with your twin flame right now. Also, too, when it comes to twin flames, because you are energetically connected, because you have this contract to better yourselves and to evolve at such an accelerated rate in this lifetime, whatever you do or even don't do affects your twin flame. So as we can see, your twin flame is in a little bit of a darker spot right now. In order to help lead them out of darkness and to lead them out of this energy of feeling stuck, keep doing you. This will actually help them as well and your connection. So it is a win-win for everyone. That's beautiful, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look here and see what is your twin flame right now really resisting, okay? What do they find the most challenging at this present time when it comes to you and this connection? What are they either blocking when it comes to you and this connection? What challenges them the most? What is something that they're just really having a difficult time with? We have the Ace of Winter. The Ace of Winter is the Eight of Swords energy. And the Eight of Swords is represented by Panda. So this is what it says. It says, implementation of your brilliant new idea may get off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you refine your plan and reshape your goals and something even better. Now, aces are new beginnings. So it's number one. It's the new beginning of something. The Ace of Swords is also an energy of truth and understanding and just kind of like that, just not necessarily an awakening, but maybe even an epiphany, kind of like understanding something. So what I'm getting is that right now, the biggest challenge for your twin flame is they're not getting something. They're not understanding something. Something is not clear to them at this particular time. So let's draw an oracle card and see what that might be. We have Polar Bear. Interesting, we have two bears here, you guys. One's a polar and one's a panda. We have challenge, extremes, and initiate. So we have two cards that are actually very challenging coming up in a challenging position. So let's read this card. It says polar bears are powerful super souls and come to us when we need to remember we are bigger than the challenges we face. So polar bear is with your twin flame right now, helping them to get through this challenge so that way they can see or become aware of something. It says polar bears can survive in extremely scarce environments because they have thick skin and are masters at being resourceful with food and energy conservation. Call on polar bear when in adverse conditions so you can summon the courage and let's see, I can't read that word. It's just me, it's my eyes. Power to stand tall and face the challenges at hand. There is a time to be soft and a time to put on your thick skin. So show your teeth and do what you have to do. With polar bear as your guide, you can make the most of the scarce resources around you until the abundant spring comes. If polar bear walks into your dreams, it's a sign you are ready to reawaken and will experience a powerful initiation. Call on polar bear when you need to find your true north. So this is also a card of timing. Obviously, polar bears are associated with the winter, right? I mean, it's cold, it's snowy, but bears are also dormant. They go into hibernation mode during the winter months. And so that's just what I'm getting here is that right now during this time for your twin flame is they just might be in hibernation mode. So until they can conjure up the strength to deal with whatever extremes that they're going through right now, whatever the challenges that they're facing right now, it's like they're not having a breakthrough at this moment. It doesn't mean they can't or won't. It just means that right now what's challenging them most is something specific. They're trying to gain some sort of strength and some sort of an understanding to be able to push things forward when it comes to their own growth and when it comes to this connection. So I want to go ahead and draw an additional tarot card for this to tell us what that may have to do with. We have the Emperor. You know, it's very interesting because this is literally talking about needing to find the strength and the courage. The Emperor is the king. The Emperor is masculine energy. So it takes masculine energy sometimes to get things done, to take control and to become a leader of our own lives and to also to gain respect within a connection or a situation. So I'm seeing here through this deer mouse, it is talking about structure and organization are very important to this person. It could be that right now they're really trying to, take control of their life in some sort of a way. And so maybe until they do this, maybe until they have some sort of structure or organization within their life in general, they're just not feeling up to being able to offer you something solid. So until they're feeling better about their situation, it's kind of like they're in hibernation mode when it comes to you in this connection. So I just see your twin flame as somebody who is trying to conjure up the strength or trying to structure their lives right now. And it could even be that they need to take control of a situation. We do see them as being very trapped in the confinements of their own mind right now. And until they're able to break through and have that breakthrough and to get through these challenges, they're just not able to come towards you at this present time. Doesn't mean they can't or won't. It just means at this present time, you guys. So there's definitely this energy here of that. The Emperor can also represent the sign of Aries. So you guys may be dealing with an Aries. You may be in Aries, or Aries may be specific in someone's chart. But that's very beautiful. So, I mean, it's not beautiful that they're challenged, but it's just, it's very powerful is what I'm getting here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see, where are you being challenged the most right now when it comes to your twin flame connection, or just really in general? Well, we have 10 of Spring. 10 of Spring is the 10 of Wands energy. This is definitely a burdensome card. Okay, so we're going to read it. This is saying St. Bernard dog. It says, you're working far too hard and the stress will soon become too much for you. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. So right now it could just be that you have a lot on your plate. You might be very stressed out. You might be very burdened by your connection. It may be that that's why you're working. Maybe you're putting so much effort and time and energy into working to try to just kind of deal with what's going on within this twin flame connection, which does look challenged and strained. And maybe you're just finding yourself, you're not even having fun anymore because you're just working so hard. But we did get that energy that your hard work was going to pay off. So I'm just kind of getting here, maybe there's just this burden energy that's connected to your twin flame, meaning like you're so worried about it, you're so focused on it. It's time to put down the worry and just have fun and break loose. We also have the sanctuary, healing, safe haven, and solace. So this is an energy here where you just need some time. You just need some time to heal. Your twin flame also needs time to heal. This is an energy that's telling you that everybody just needs to put down the burden of what they need to do or what needs to happen in this connection. They just need to put it down for a little bit of time. I already see your twin flame is in this hibernation mode. Maybe that's a time for you to also go into hibernation mode and just really focus on you, which I do see you doing, but maybe there's a part of you that's still worried about this connection. There's a part of you that still just really is stressing out about how this is all going to come together. And maybe that's just not where your focus needs to be. It needs to be more focused on your own sanctuary, your own growth, and your own healing. So this says you have been through something very traumatic. It says your angels want you to know that you are entering into a time of much desired and needed healing. So I don't even need to read the rest of the card to really understand what this card is saying. This card is basically saying that it is time for you to just put down the burden, drop the load, take the time to heal, rest, go into your safe haven, and just basically, just replenish yourself. It's a time for that. So you might be burdened right now. That might be challenging you the most. You might be really wanting to hang on to something that's just not coming together right now, but it's just working to your detriment is what I'm getting here. So why don't we go ahead now and take a look at how your twin flame is feeling about you at this present time. What is their energy connected to you? Well, their energy connected to you is the Six of Spring, which is the Six of Wands. And we also have B, Blossom Collective Service. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the Six of Spring is telling us here. It says rescue dog, mixed breed. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you are singled out for a special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. We also have this B, and it says Blossom Collective and Service. Let me read it. It says, in your pursuit for sweetness, you pollinate and spread life wherever you roam. Just being you and doing what you love helps your heart bloom. I'm not even going to go any further because I'm already getting the message here. So do you see how you can use these cards, but you can use them intuitively, as in, you can see these keywords, they can spark your intuition, they can spark, the message that needs to come through, and I'm already getting it. Your twin flame right now is actually really feeling positive about your energy. Yes, you may be burdened. Yes, you may be worried, but I'm getting overall your twin flame's energy towards you is actually really positive. And that just means that they are in the flow. Like they're not feeling this energy coming from you that is challenging them, and it's not something that is repelling them. A lot of people can be very hyper focused on their twin flame, reaching out, doing all these things, not giving them space, and that can become a very repellent energy. It actually does not work in your favor. It works in quite the opposite. I'm just getting, because you have just let go, you focused on yourself. Yes, you may be worrying deep down inside, but I'm getting that overall your twin flame is feeling really light when it comes to you. They may also be seeing you right now just really shine. They may be seeing you shine, whether that be on social media. It just looks like you're having a great time, and hell, maybe you are. I mean, even if you're not feeling the best the entire time, you're at least exuding this energy that's actually very positive. So they also may see you as being very successful right now, that you're on some sort of victory parade, that you're being recognized for your talents and achievements. You're working, you're blossoming, you might be servicing other people in the world, you may be offering services, and they're just really seeing you thrive right now. And if they're not seeing this in the physical world, I'm just getting that your energy, because you are feeling so much better, they're feeling very positive about this connection. So that's a very, very positive energy that is connected from you to your twin flame right now. Awesome. So how are you feeling about your twin flame at this present time? What's your energy connected to them? Well, we have the awakening card, which is the Hanged Man's energy, giraffe. This is saying, look at things in a different way. And it'll all make sense. Don't worry if your progress is halted temporarily. Things will soon start moving again. So you know that your twin flame is in a state of suspension. You know that they're stuck. So for some of you watching this video, you know what that Eight of Swords energy is. You know that right now that they're either just trapped in their own minds, they don't want to change, they're finding it difficult to change, they might be in a circumstantial situation where they're not able to move forward at this present time. A lot of fear is holding them back. So for some of you, you know, and for others, you know that they're starting to awaken, they're starting to see things from a different perspective, but you know that it's not happening, as in they're not coming towards you just yet, but you feel it. You feel it's on the horizon. We also have the path, compass, authenticity, and evolution. Again, you know that they're evolving. You know that the path is opening up for them. You know that they are, wanting to be more authentic when it comes to just being with you or in general. Their compass is about finding their own way. So this is a very involved message here, a lot of energy. And I want you guys to see the very first word, awakening. Awakening, you guys. This card goes with this. It's beautiful the way it works together. Awakening is nothing more than authenticity. Oh my gosh, you guys, authenticity. So again, this is an energy here where we're talking about somebody awakening to wanting to be more authentic. So for me, that's just very significant. It says many have trouble being honest with themselves about where they are on the path because of an image imprinted on them to act, think, feel, and speak only in the ways that reflect an illusion of what awakened and authentic is. This is beautiful. So this is really telling me that maybe your twin flame has been living their lives according to what society or according to what their family and their friends and their peers think is best for them. And they're starting to come out of this energy, and you know it, you sense it, you feel the shifts within them. You feel a path opening up. You feel this awakening process, this ascension happening for them. You feel on an energetic level that they are evolving. Okay, so this is really positive. So your energy towards your twin flame right now is very encouraging. It's very light. It's very positive. So the energy exchange going back and forth between you and your twin flame is really, really good, really positive. Let's keep it in that vibration. This is actually helping people to move forward, even though, yes, your twin flame seems to be a little bit trapped in fear and illusion right now. But I'm seeing that this is shifting because you're working on yourself. You're concentrating on what's in front of you rather than only focusing on them. So I'm just getting here because you're keeping yourself in high vibration. You're actually lending this strength for an awakening and being evolving, and also for your twin flame to awaken to their authentic self, who they truly are. So do you see how you're aiding in this for them? This is beautiful. That burden that you're feeling, I'm just getting here that maybe that's just your own energy. Maybe you're just working too hard. Maybe you feel like it's all work, no play. Yes, maybe there are parts of you that are worried that this is a connection that's somehow evading you, that maybe you're never going to have it. But what I'm getting is that's besides the point. You're connected to this individual. No matter how many times you try to disconnect or go into another direction, you always find yourself drawn back to this connection. And it is for this purpose here. You're connected to this person to help them evolve, and they're here to also help you evolve. It may not be about a reunion. It may not be about a love connection, a romantic connection. It may not be that way for everybody. There may be something else about this connection, something bigger than just that. Now, I'm not saying it can't be about reunion, and I'm not saying it can't be about love and romance. All those things are wonderful. But I'm just getting that there's something much bigger going on here for you and your twin flame. So it's kind of like focusing on that instead of focusing on our attachments to what we think this twin flame connection needs or ought to be. Okay? Wow. What does your twin flame truly want with you in this connection at this point? Okay, what do they want? But again, what they want versus what they are going to do versus what they feel like they can do could be different. So let's just see. What does your twin flame truly want with this connection and you? Look at this, the beautiful Queen of Summer, which is the Queen of Cups. This says compassionate, loving, giving, and psychic. Okay, so they see you as this Queen of Summer is what I'm getting here. They're also feeling you on an intuitive, emotional level. So your energy is very still connected to them is what I'm getting. We have Swan. They see you as a beautiful swan, a princess. This is gorgeous. It says this is a time of deep emotions and heightened intuition that you can trust completely. Be mindful you don't ignore your own needs while caring for others. So again, maybe you have the tendency to really just take care of everybody else and not yourself. And so that might be why the 10 of Wands came up for you in this reading. But they see you as a queen, and whether you're a masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. They see you as this beautiful energy, and that's what they want. So you may have nurtured them before. They may have rejected that because for some of them, maybe they were not used to that nurturing energy. Maybe a lot of them had a difficult upbringing, whatever the situation is, but they may have rejected this before. I'm just seeing here what they really want with you again in the future is they want to feel this energy. They want to open up their hearts to you. They want to be vulnerable. That is what I got. And they also want the Lily Maiden. These are very feminine energies, you guys. It says vivacity, is that what it says? New life and hope. They do want new life and hope in this connection. So they want this. That's really positive. So right now, of course, it doesn't reflect that because they're very much in their ego. They're very much stuck or trapped in their mind, but this is what they want. The Lily Maiden sits upon a bright orange and pink lily spreading vivacity, and I hope I'm saying that right, and a new life wherever she roams. She brings spring to your life and leaves a scent of new hope. Lily Maiden says to inhale the heavenly smell of the gods' promises and drink up the sweet nectar of life. You are approaching a new dawn and things will lighten up soon. That is beautiful, you guys. So this is really telling us here that they want to drink the nectar that you have provided them before. They want to drink from this again. They want to dip into this energy with you again. That is what they truly want, regardless of what they've got going on for themselves right now. That's beautiful. So the thing is, you know what you want with them. Okay, so I'm not even going to go into that message. What I am going to do is I'm going to go into, because we're running out of time, I only wanted to keep this about 30 minutes. What I want to do is I want to go into the energies here of what their future actions may be towards you. And the reason I say that is because no one can predict the future. And why? That's because everyone has free will. So when you get these readings, whether you receive personal readings, whether you see these readings on YouTube, no one can tell you 100% with 100% accuracy if something is going to happen. It's impossible, okay? Maybe some of you will disagree with that, but it can't be done with full accuracy, because the thing is, whatever comes through here today can be changed. It can be changed. So let's see. What is the possible action that your twin flame may take towards you in the future? And we're just going to basically give the energy for the rest of the year, basically until the end of this year. Well, we do have the Hermit, which is an energy of being withdrawn, and we have the Panther power, womb healing, sensuality, and righteous rage. Very interesting, you guys. So to me, this is not a lot of action. But again, like I just said, this energy does not have to be for the rest of the year. Where your twin flame is at right now, it actually makes sense, because what they desire versus where they're at right now are two different stories. And so, of course, because they're feeling trapped, this is their energy possibly in the future towards you. So maybe things don't really change. Maybe things shift, they go within themselves and they create some sort of an energy where they want to make some shifts and changes. But for right now, we're just not seeing a lot of forward movement at this time. So the Hermit's energy can represent the sign of Virgo, just so you guys know. But what this says here is take time for contemplation, to retreat and go within, be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. So this is going within. This is basically seeking answers within. And this Panther, to me, Panther power says womb healing. So this is about healing things from the womb. Sensuality as well as righteous rage. Let's read this card. It says, do you have problems expressing your sensuality even though you know how beautiful it is? Our wombs hold so much buried emotions laced with shame. It is no wonder we have trouble allowing ourselves to let the love in down there. That's the thing. There's some kind of an energy that's flowing with this person now and in the future of needing to heal. And it's at the core of who they are. It's at the core of their being. Maybe they are not able to express themselves and be very emotional with you, but we can see that's what they truly want, but they need to go within and heal first. So it also says, though when we have blockages in our sexual chakras, we have blockages in other chakras. Our sexuality, when connected to our heart, brings us back to a state of original innocence. When we allow energy to flow through our womb and heart, we are much more likely to know who we are. No wonder they drown us in sexual distortion. You may feel quite murky down there, but no, healing is on the way. Panther helps us navigate the depths of darkness within our womb so that we can transmute it into light. She helps us to get in touch with our sensuality and power by guiding us through our sadness, rage, stagnation. Panther says, roar. It says, yes, get angry, claw the crap out of something. It is righteous rage, rage with a purpose and direction. It is taking you back to the core. Notice her smoothness of motion, sense of balance and confidence as she prowls. Panther doesn't have to say anything for you to see her power, just as a woman has a natural presence of authority when her feminine is balanced and healed. Do whatever helps you get in touch with your panther-like flow. Wow, this panther could be very specific for your twin flame. This could be a spirit animal that is with your twin flame right now, helping them to get in touch with their inner wounds, with their childhood wounds, the way that they see sex, the way that they identify with sexuality and emotions. Some things could just be very misconstrued for them right now, and it's something that needs to be healed. So they have to go within themselves. As much as they want to be this vulnerable person, this emotional connection, and have this with you and drink this nectar that you have to provide, there is something that is needing to be healed within them. There is a darkness there, and it's connected to their sexuality. It's connected to something. And so there could be some anger there. It could be that the way that they identify with sex is that it needs to be calculated. It needs to be empty. They don't know how to cross wire the emotions and the sex at the same time. There's some kind of an energy there that needs to be healed, you guys. Wow, that is really, really dark. That is really dark, but also very, I can't think of the word I want to use, just powerful. That's just what I'm getting here. So the panther is with your twin flame right now, helping them to go deeply within themselves. That is so significant to me with something that I'm thinking about. But let's go ahead and get a final message from Spirit that they want to leave you with, the person watching this video, about this connection. What do they want to leave you with? They want to leave you with the Princess of Spring. This is the Page of Wands energy. And let's get an additional message here using this oracle deck. It says, Robin, messenger, comfort, and loved ones. Beautiful. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these aside. We're going to get these final messages. The Princess of Spring is beautiful. This is talking about energetic, outgoing, optimistic, and creative. So what I'm getting right off the bat is that this is a time to jump into new projects. This is a time to really jump into your creative, spiritual side. This is a time for you. Any kind of ideas that you have, this is a time for you to put those things into motion. We obviously see that your twin flame is going within and doing their own thing. This is a time for you too. This is saying here, the monarch butterfly. Just so you guys know, any of the animals that came through here today, these could be signs for you. You could literally be connecting with these spirit animals, these nature spirits, and they have special significance for you or messages. It says creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. See? So it is a time for you to just spark up new things, spark up new ideas, do things that just feel very passionate for you. Now this Robin, it says messenger, comfort, and loved ones. Robin brings a message to you from the realm of spirit. I mean, this is literally a message from spirit. Your loved ones, maybe who have passed on, want you to know that they are near and to find comfort knowing that they never truly died. Bodies die, but energy, souls are eternal. The truth is in our spirit. It says, when we leave the body, we do not cease to exist. When you feel the presence of your loved ones, or maybe see them or hear them, know that you are feeling, seeing, and hearing the presence of an alive person, not a dead one. So what they're saying here is that they are still with you. They're just in another dimension. They're still with you, though. The energy never left you. Their energy is still around you. So what I'm also getting here is that, again, nature energies and these things that you're seeing in nature are reminding you that you're still connected to this person, your twin flame, your spirit guides that have passed on, or your deceased loved ones that have passed on, your ancestors, your ascended masters, everything. So I'm just getting that right now you are in this energy of creation, and you have all of these energies that are around you to basically help to guide you on this journey of realizing your either dreams, your goals, or just whatever it is that you're trying to experience. So this is a time for you. This is a time for spiritual and creative transformation. Take this energy. Do not go into the energy of the Ten of Wands, which is being worried and being sad and just waiting around for your twin flame to see the light. Things are happening for them exactly the way that they should be happening for them. And things are happening for you exactly the way that they should be happening for you. It's all in divine timing. All that we can do is focus on ourselves. And the more that we focus on ourselves, the more it actually helps not only us, but our twin flame connection. And so that's the thought that I want to leave you guys with. Put more energy and focus into yourselves, and I guarantee you that it will help not only you, but it will help your connection in a positive way. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.